In the unforgiving wasteland, Marcus, a mutated individual with physical deformities, roams the desolate landscapes alone. Born into a world that despises his kind, Marcus has faced rejection, fear, and violence at every turn. His mutated appearance, once a source of pain and shame, has become his armor, shielding him from a society that refuses to see beyond the surface. Each day presents new challenges for Marcus. On one occasion, he barely escapes the clutches of a ferocious deathclaw, its razor-sharp claws tearing through his makeshift armor. Bleeding and battered, he retreats to a hidden cave, where he tends to his wounds and reflects on the constant struggle for survival. It is during one of his darkest moments that Marcus encounters a group of survivors led by Sarah. Initially cautious and mistrustful, they are taken aback by Marcus's calm demeanor and the kindness in his eyes. Sarah, recognizing the flicker of humanity within him, decides to give him a chance. Over time, Marcus becomes an integral part of Sarah's group, finding solace and purpose in their companionship. He shares his knowledge of survival and scavenging with the children of the settlement, teaching them how to forage for food and identify dangers in the wasteland. Through his guidance, the children grow to admire Marcus as a mentor and protector. In the evenings, gathered around a crackling fire, Marcus shares stories of the old world, painting vivid pictures of a life that was lost. He speaks of compassion, unity, and a future where mutants and humans coexist peacefully. The children, wide-eyed and full of hope, cling to his every word, envisioning a different world. As the years pass, Marcus's bond with Sarah's group deepens. He becomes a trusted confidant, offering a listening ear and words of encouragement during their darkest moments. His presence brings a sense of unity and resilience to the settlement, as they come to realize that the true measure of a person lies not in their appearance, but in their actions. Amidst the hardships and dangers of the wasteland, Marcus's unwavering loyalty and selflessness shine through. He stands tall in the face of adversity, protecting the settlement from marauders, fending off vicious creatures, and providing a source of inspiration for all. However, their newfound tranquility is shattered when news reaches the settlement of a rival faction led by a tyrannical warlord. This faction seeks to dominate the wasteland, crushing any resistance in their path. Sarah's group prepares for an imminent clash, steeling themselves for the fight ahead. But Marcus, guided by his unyielding belief in the power of acceptance, sees an opportunity for change. Instead of engaging in a violent confrontation, he decides to take a different path. He ventures out to the warlord's camp, bearing no weapons but carrying the weight of his convictions. At the warlord's camp, Marcus's presence elicits curiosity and suspicion. He extends an invitation to the warlord and his raiders, proposing a meeting at the settlement. He tells them of a community where acceptance thrives, where unity reigns supreme, and where differences are celebrated. The warlord, intrigued by Marcus's words and the genuine sincerity in his eyes, agrees to accompany him. Back at the settlement, anticipation hangs heavy in the air as Marcus returns with the warlord and his raiders in tow. The residents of the settlement watch cautiously, unsure of what to expect. The tension is palpable as these former adversaries step foot into the heart of their newfound sanctuary. Sarah, who once stood ready to defend her people with every fiber of her being, now stands beside Marcus, her eyes reflecting a mix of apprehension and hope. The children, whose innocence has been shielded from the horrors of the wasteland, peek out from behind their parents, curious yet wary. Marcus takes a deep breath, his voice carrying across the silent settlement. With words tempered by compassion, he addresses the warlord and his raiders. He speaks of a world where unity is not just a dream, but a reality. He shares stories of how the settlement's diverse community has thrived by embracing their differences and working together. As his words resonate, a transformation begins to unfold before their eyes. The warlord, once consumed by power and control, starts to see the humanity in the faces surrounding him. He witnesses the kindness extended to him and his comrades, despite their past transgressions. One by one, the raiders lower their weapons, their eyes filled with a mix of surrender and curiosity. A flicker of hope ignites within them, a spark that had long been suppressed by a life of violence and scarcity. They step forward, hesitantly at first, but then with increasing confidence. Inside the settlement, the boundaries that once separated Marcus's family from Sarah's group begin to blur. Strangers become friends, wounds of the past start to heal, and acceptance takes root where prejudice once thrived. The settlement becomes a symbol of hope, a testament to the transformative power of understanding and forgiveness. In the days that follow, the warlord and his raiders integrate into the fabric of the community. They share stories, skills, and resources, joining hands with their former enemies to build a brighter future. Through their efforts, the settlement becomes a beacon of unity in the wasteland, a testament to the transformative power of acceptance. Marcus, content with the knowledge that he has helped forge a path towards peace and understanding, quietly slips away into the shadows. He becomes a figure of legend, whispered about around campfires and remembered in the hearts of those who witnessed his unwavering compassion. Years later, as the settlement thrives and grows, a humble monument stands in the center, dedicated to the unlikely alliance that changed their lives. The names of those who dared to embrace acceptance are etched into its weathered surface, forever reminding future generations of the power of unity. And in the wasteland beyond, Marcus's legacy lives on. His story, a tale of hope and redemption, becomes a source of inspiration for wanderers seeking a better world. From settlement to settlement, his name is whispered, his lessons remembered, and the belief in acceptance carried forth. For Marcus, the journey may have ended, but the ripples of his actions continue to shape the wasteland. And as the world struggles to rebuild, his story remains a timeless reminder that even in the harshest of environments, acceptance can be the catalyst for a brighter tomorrow.